Good afternoon. My name is Richard Butcher. I did my undergraduate education at Harvard University, and I obtained my MBA at Georgetown University. I want to let you know that you have a very innovative and passionate teacher in Mr. Calleroz White. Please take this video as constructive criticism and or praise for your project. I also want you to know that in attempting this project, you are furthering your knowledge and understanding, and you are learning, even if it will take several revisions to make a final product. So what I attempted to do was take the categories that Mr. Calleroz White passed on and put feedback in a way that you could listen and be able to adjust your presentation by. So the first category is clarity, and Mr. Rao, or if I may, Jimmy, you were speaking while moving quite a bit. Not only were you speaking while you were moving, you had limited eye contact, and if I'm watching a presentation, sometimes I'm wondering what is the presenter thinking of and doing if they are not willing to look directly at me and engage, especially if they are, in your case, if you're pitching an idea and looking for support and money. It's very, very important that you make your presentation directly to your audience. Secondly, as you came out with the name of your idea, once you got to Pyramid, it was clear, but definitely build up and lead up to introducing the name of your product. And introduce the name as the concept, not just a afterthought, okay? As you approached your target market, there is some very soft edges in defining what that market is. You need to define what the neighborhood is. I do understand you're talking about proximity to entertainment services because there is, I think you said, shopping and food close by, but you need to define what a neighborhood is. Is it walking distance? Is it biking distance? Is it jogging distance? Is there an age range in that neighborhood? And again, in defining that market, you need to let me know, how do you know what people want to do? I did get what you and your friends wanted to do, play pool, play basketball, work on a computer, but you need to define your market a bit better. And also need to solve the question or find out, do people want to rent those things that they have? As we move to a reflection of your customer research, you mentioned again the pool table, the swimming pool, basketball court, the computer, but did you talk with any females, or do you have any thoughts of other types of entertainment that may be desired from that perspective? Then let's see. Let's go ahead and move over to the business thought as a whole. Your ID of difficulties, that was very good. Yes, there is a liability issue. And your idea of costs, again, that was good. Long-term costs, servers, marketing, insurance, short-term costs of product design. The background checks, those are all good, good IDs. But then let's move into the model that you have chosen. First of all, you point very quickly and directly to Airbnb. The Airbnb has a defined target market, and I think it is wishful thinking to want to be a smaller subset of their market, and that may be where you would like to place your product, but it's very difficult to start with the premise that Airbnb wants pyramid. You need to create a case and state why your idea and why your subsection of the Airbnb market is desirable and should be a standalone that can make revenue for you. You stated the same 10% model on a booking and 3% on a bonus. As you look at your model, why did you choose those percentages and how do they make sense? Are the margins of hourly rentals strong enough to support and provide revenue from those purchases? Moreover, as you talked about a background check to make sure that your clients or the users of this service are worthy, then would that 13% revenue model support those background checks? Because they will cost. Would they cost more than your 13%? Those are questions to consider. What if Airbnb says no? How will Pyramid survive? The last thing I want to leave you with, Jimmy, is the use of the wording and the verbiage that you used during your presentation. You can make it sound a little bit better than people want cheap thrills. Also, you need to tone it down a little bit. If we have good revenue, this business can really skyrocket. That's pretty much true of most businesses if you have good revenue. And definitely when you're presenting to an audience, you want to convince them. Because we're looking at you speaking, we know that you think it's a good idea. So that should not be the basis of why it's a good idea, because you think so. So figure out how to present and convince people it's a good idea based on key points and the merits of what you're doing. Jimmy, thank you for letting me talk about your project. I would be more than happy to exchange other information via email if necessary. And I'd say good luck in revising your thoughts, and thank you very much. This is Richard Butcher.